Hello and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Thank you very much for joining me in this video, and it has been a couple of weeks. I think it might have been 3 weeks since I have done one of these videos, so I do apologise. Things have been a little bit busy. I know I'm trying to get back into making the Kerbal Space Program videos, which do take some amount of time because occasionally there has to be pre-planning and mathematics that go behind it and things like that, and plus it does take a long time to load the title given the amount of modifications I have. Anyway, if I remember correctly, last time out we were trying to get into orbit and we just could not make it. So I've been thinking about this before this video, and my thoughts are that we need to somehow, I think I've done what I can with the thrust, we need to somehow lose some mass. So in this video I'm going to be trying to shed mass off this and then seeing if we can get it up into an orbit, and more importantly also back out of an orbit. Let's see what I can do. So, I'm sure you noticed from the intro I've already opened up the service bay and there's nothing in it. That is because I have moved things here and here. In fact, that's one I want to move a little bit closer there. In fact, that looks a little bit nicer. Something like that. I do always like to... How do I move? No. There was a button to move left and right, pan around, but never mind. So what I'm looking to do here is I need to figure out where to move things like these drogue chutes, and I think over here for the drogue chutes is our best bet. Now I've got 2 parachutes and a drogue chute. I'm just wondering if just having one drogue chute, and I have a parachute there as well, I might be overdoing it with the parachute, but let's find out how much that actually saved. Doing things in a smart fashion, what I should be doing is checking what my mass is at all times. There it is. So we're at 17 tons. If I move this up here as a single drogue chute, that takes us down, okay, fine, 16.9. Then, if I remove that, 16.8, it isn't that. I suppose I could accept the fact that I'm going to lose these rockets. That is not going to help too much either. But I suppose every little weight saving I can get on this will be better. How much is that? Not much. Obviously we've got the mass of the fuel in here. In fact, let's get the dry weight of this thing. That's probably a better idea. Just stick no fuel in this whatsoever. There we go. Okay, we're around 6 tons. 6 tons is what we're looking at. What's this here? Is that the entire... That is the entire fuel tank. We have a decoupler there. Nothing under here. So we hook that up. Okay, 6 tons. Let's top up the solid fuel. So let's just top this all the way. Uh-oh. Well, that has gone wrong. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay, now we only have... This could potentially be an interesting one. I much prefer the tri-fin design, but I wonder if having 2 fins will be as suitable. That it is going to be interesting. It is going to be interesting. And it gives us all the... It gives us everything we need. I'm going to try maximum deflection on that too. Save that as it is. So there's a lot to think about here. So we're now at 16.4, so roughly we've taken away half a ton. Right. I've just realised there we've got some, that gives us parts to play with. That gives us, we still have size to play with in terms of length, width and height. As I think we're limited by our launch pad. Let me go see the launch pad. I think we're limited by the launch pad, which I think would have made the orbit a lot easier to do. Hopefully everybody is having a lovely Thursday. What's the launch pad? 20 meters, 21.2 and 18 tons. No, we're not as limited as I thought we were. So I'm just wondering if we can make the SRBs larger, have them burning up until we're well above 450, 500 meters per second, and then detach them, as opposed to having them detach around 300 meters per second. Of course, the additional weight, or the additional mass, should I say, is going to make it harder. I want 2, that's for sure. No, I do not want 3. So what if we went for something like 1.6? I mean, that looks possible. And what's our mass like on that? That's what I've got to check. Ah, yes, we are limited by fuel mass, of course. 1.38 was the best we could do because we were limited by fuel, but now we can go up to 1.4. So that's given us just that little bit extra. Switching over to Slotted Tube Special, this should, as it says here, starts at 154, regresses to 86. It produces an average thrust of 80% of the default with a longer burn time. So it should, I've either got that option, or either that or the slotted 6 tube. So we've got a great initial thrust, then a regression, and that regression goes all the way. I think that's good. It will get us off the... It's going to get us off the ground quickly and then give us a nice burn time. So I want to try that one. Let's see, what is this engineer redux? I have no idea how this works. So let's see what this is trying to tell me. This is just about atmosphere. Yep. Not a clue. Not a clue. I've got to work this out. I mean, it's obviously the stages, cost of the stage, mass of the stage, fine. We've got the amount of thrust that we could go for. We've got ISP, which is the specific impulse for the actual rocket. Tower max, not sure. We've got the delta V. So we're saying that it's got a delta V of 2683 meters per second. Okay. 256 seconds, 240 seconds. I'm not sure. I'm not sure this is going to be able to get us up there again. But let's give it a try. That's what we're here for, so let's give this one a go. Right, this should be interesting. Actually, before I do that, somebody did say to me there's a way to rotate the entire... I'll try that, but I'm going to probably have to do this again anyway. I'll try that at another time, later time. What's this? No, that's wrong. I'd like that to activate it. No. That activates there. There we go. Then those, that and that fire at the same time. We've got that. Parachute and more chutes. Good. Okay, let's see if we can get this up to space. So SAS is on. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. That was a good liftoff. I just realised I've got no thrust control. I've got no thrust control. Well, that's rubbish. Why do I have no thrust control? I think I know why. Because I have very much forgotten, as I knock the microphone, that I had my throttle set up as my thrust control. Okay, now I have thrust control. Whilst we're at it, let's do the whole... What am I supposed to do here? There we go. Perfect. Let's try that. I want the triple. I really, really want the triple on this. Triple fins, that is. I know that's going to add a little bit to the mass, but that's double. I want triple. I just asked for triple, did I not? There we go. Okay. Save. Let's try that again. Shall we? Take 2. Right, here we go. Take 2. I will try. And let's go again, and we'll just do a countdown from 5, but I'll make sure that my throttle's... There we go. I have working throttle. Okay. 5, 4, no, don't, do not. I should have sorted this out. Not clever. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift off. We can immediately go for the 90. A little bit of throttle there. Slightly faster than I would like, but we are still going. That is not too bad. Up to 500. That's not bad. I'd like us to be up to 700 on this solid fuel. It may happen. It may just happen, and if it does, I'm quite pleased. Well above 700. Off you go. Well, something was destroyed. Oh, I could have hit those two. Right, what's my apparatus? As soon as that gets to 70, there... In fact, I'll do a little bit more than 70. Let's just do something like 75. Just so we've got a little bit to play with. I'm going to... I don't know how to do the whole... There used to be a way to get... Yeah, there used to be a way to do a target. Maybe I have to buy a computer or something for that. How far away are we? I think when I get to about 60, I would like to... Oh, what's that? No, that's fine. That's fine. I think I probably want to start firing my rocket here to see if I can get myself into an orbit. Okay. Not exactly where I wanted it. It's not great. I think the burn was a little too fast. Come on. I think the burn is about here. There we go. Let's see. How close do we get once again? Even though I did mess that one up. Not close. We are nowhere near again. I mean, at this point, revert back to the vehicle assembly. I'm just trying to figure out what... Is there something in this mod that I've got that's just completely and utterly unable? I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. Right. What do I do now? Well, first of all, let me move this to the right place. I'll be honest, this is rather embarrassing for me to not be able to get something into orbit. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Maybe I'm just trying to do something too fancy. Maybe to get it into orbit, I really should not be looking at something this fancy. Just pop it up, and off it goes, and we'll see what happens. Maybe that is what I need to do, but I really, really want to get something nice going into orbit. I'll tell you what I should do. Let's look for things that are... First of all, this did not go so well, so I think we should start at lower percentages. So there is that. That might help us a little bit. Second, I want to find... Right, what's our... What does this do? What's our specific impulse on this? Oh, hold on, we have all this here. Or should I just say our thrust? 181 kilonewtons. If I swap that over, does it 204? 181. That's interesting. Why does it say that then? Oh, that's those two added together. Lovely. Okay, so we're looking at 181, 204 newtons approximately. I would like to see what else we get out of a liquid engine. Right. That's terrible. Some of these are horrible. There's 181. That's what we have. So at sea level we've got 181, and in a vacuum 205. Fine with 3 engine configurations. I only have 2 engine configurations with this, but okay. Fine. I would like to see something that... And what's the fuel efficiency on this? Where's my fuel efficiency? Mass tolerance... No, I want the fuel efficiency. Well, I suppose that's the impulse. So, there it is. Liquid fuel, 6.4 per second. Okay, so we need to... And it's got 9 degrees of vectoring, which is helpful for us trying to rearrange our rocket. 6.4. I need something that's going to be far less than that, but is there anything better? Thing is, I also may not need maximum power, so that 180 or 205 in the vacuum may not be required. So what are these? Strange little things. What on earth is that? Terrible. I'm seeing a lot of things here that I have no idea what they are. Can I get rid of the... Actually, if I just leave it there, that will do. What do we have here? No. I need an engine that's going to be fairly strong. 16. Interesting. How large is this engine? Too big. Too big. That's a good size engine. What do we have here? Okay, it takes... There we go. No, that isn't what I was after. I know what I wanted. That was a silly thing. This one is 6 points. Let's say around 6.5. 6.5 for 200, we'll say. The one that I was just looking at is 117. That's a lot. That is a lot. What about you? 5.8. You're about the same. I'm not doing the perfect math, so I'm not trying to get every tiny little bit. Hang on a minute. This one could be good. Because for 210 it would be 70. No, that's not good. That is no good. What are you? 1,029. Which would give you less than 6 per 200. You could be the answer. How big are you? You may just be the answer. Just that extra bit of thrust. Again, at this point I am struggling to figure out a solution. Make that smaller once again. What if I were to add 3 of these? And what if there were no decouplers? What if what went up like this came down in the same way? But then that's what added extra mass going up, that's the other issue. See, I cannot just add, hey look, we'll just throw one of these on the side and be done with it. That's just going to cause issues. We really have to think about what is and is not going up. Is that what I just added? I think so. Or was that what I just added? No, it's this one. Maybe these are not good enough either. Let's find out. Space Y. Space Y, which ones are these? 625s. That one. Really need to get rid of that key press. There we go. 11.8 per second. Maximum is 200. That's not a problem. 11.8 per second. Look at this one. This just is incredible. That is better. Wait. 06Rs. These are 06Rs. Never mind. Never mind. How large? 23 per second maximum. How large are you? I'm really tempted to try one like this. And how heavy are they? What did that just do? 4 tons? Okay. Let's remove that. Stick you on. What do you do? I'm not 100% keen on these, that's for sure, but if they work, they work. That's the thing. And you know what? Forget the parachute. That's no need for the parachute, really. I do not think. I just stick that on it and make it tiny. There we go. I wonder what that would do. Is there a chance that that will be better? That is the question. I do not think so. But you never know. And it's, if we do that, I think that might be too heavy, personally. Let's find out. What other SRBs do we have? We've got this one. Wait a minute. It's probably just the better SRB, full stop. Why do I not just take that? Can I fit 2 of them in? Please tell me that. Well, that was probably why I did not want to take that. It's too large. Let's see how large I can make it. No, I need more Delta V. That isn't going to work. What about you? Who are you? Who are you and what can you offer? You can... Interesting. We can do that. Oh, I really like the shape of that, that's for sure. I like these rockets. That is something I do like. And I wonder if they will help. Again, I have a feeling they will not. But then I'm not too sure. Should we try this one? You never know. It might just work out. In my opinion, I don't think so, but I'm going to try it anyway. That's not what I'm after. Hello. This is handy. And this is handy. Perfect. Okay. Let's see what we have here. This is a something. And we will go for liftoff in 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. Oh dear. I mean, it's not exactly what I was after, but it's actually quite cool. This is actually quite cool to see this happening like this. It's slow, that's for sure. Just gives you time to enjoy life. Sits back, relax. We're not even going to reach the speed of sound with these boosters. That's why I've kicked the other one in. Okay. I'll tell you what though, we're not wasting anything. That's something. We're certainly not wasting anything on this. We've got a temperature warning on one. That's okay. Keep going. Are you done? You are done. It's probably the most interesting rocket launch I have had. This is not as stable as I would want it to be, I'll be honest. Not anywhere near as stable as I would want it to be. But we are up. Let's find out where we are. Yeah, this isn't happening. There we go. We've just wasted all of our fuel doing that. It doesn't work. That thing can use a lot of fuel if we push it. If we really push it, we can. What are these buttons down here? I wonder what those are. So this did not work as much as I thought. I thought that those would be fairly useless. So we'll try and figure something else out. I need another type of SRB that will fit. The problem is I know what I... Sure, why not? I mean, that's getting us to space, that's for sure. That's 100% sure on that. That's getting us to space. Hang on a second. Just one of those might give us what we require. This could be the one I'm after. Hold up. Okay. Slightly too heavy. Also, I'm not too keen on how that is. So if... Is that how it sits? Really? Well, okay. If that's how it wants to sit, then that is how it is going to sit. I just want it to sit. However, I do need this to be sitting on the decoupler. That much is vital. And then... Yeah, move downwards. Thank you. You're on the decoupler quite nicely. Interesting. Slightly heavy, but we can manage that. By bringing it fairly close. No, we're still going to struggle. I think we are still going to be struggling here. Something is just not adding up here for the maths are just not adding up. There is not enough delta V here to get me into orbit. Why? Oh, that looks lovely. Now, is that going to be enough delta V to get that into orbit? Now, there is a distinct possibility that this could be enough. What if I went with only liquid fuel? That's something I've not considered. That is something I have not considered at all. Throw on 2 more. Well, that's not how a liquid fuel tank goes now, is it? Just shove a fuel tank. Clearly it does not want to. Look. There. And shove 2 smaller engines on it. This is just a test. Yes, I know you're a little bit heavy. as far as we can go. No, that's not enough either. There's no way that is going to be enough either. It has to be solid rocket boosters. Unless we do 3 solid rocket boosters. Here's an idea. 3 solid rocket boosters, small one down there, 2 large ones. Lift that up as far as it goes. Then we decouple, end up with a liquid propelled shorter section, which will be less mass, therefore lower delta V is required to get wherever you need to be. There is that. That's something I'm going to have to think about. So we still haven't managed to make it into orbit, and I think for that video I'm actually going to end it here because there's a lot I need to think about. So hopefully by the next episode I've got the solution up and running in front of on the screen. So thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Kerbal Space Program. Leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think. I know what I want. I just have no idea which one of these parts can give it to me within the constraints. That is my problem. But I am going to try and figure something out, and hopefully in the next video we can get to orbit. If you can support me on Patreon, please do consider doing so at www.patreon.com/ecgadget. Your support would be massively appreciated. It would really help me out. And also, you can find me on social media at ecgadgetlp for both Twitter and Instagram. That is all from me, and I will see you next time in Kerbal Space Program, hopefully with a little bit less confusion.